So, something management in general, I would say, is not rocket scientist, but not rocket science. It is a day-to-day life of human beings. So once you understand it, well, nothing really secret. So during the first 10 years when I would work on the ships as a radio officer, I go around and I could see how the captain, the chief officer, how they deal with the crew, right? How they work together. Some of them are very happy. Some of them, the master or the chief may go everything by the rule. So that makes the life a lot tough, and people just get mad and grumbling. So that's how I experienced, right? That over the 10 years, that is so different. People, how they manage, how the crew reacted to it. Also during that time, there was an engineering superintendent who is well known to us. He's a great guy, right? So the way he really impressed me was that the guy, when he came on board, he would go down to the engine room and work with the engineer in the day. After the work, he go dinner with the officers, right, and talk about the issues or any comments about the company, how they manage it. Late in the night, he went to the crew's cabin and chat with the crew, the fireman, the fitter. Well, to understand how they look at the issues or management with the engineers. So this really impressed me because the guy will have a true understanding, 360 degrees, from top and from the bottom, right? That he knows everything almost, right? So after I changed my career as a sales in Beijing for a few years, I was being appointed as the office manager over there. After a few months, I went back to the headquarters in Hong Kong. I met the general manager, and he asked me, "Johnny, what happened? What happened with the office in Beijing? How do you think about it?" Wow. I said to him, I thought about it. I didn't do anything at all, right? Because I thought about it. The reason why was everybody knows the rule, what to do. So I just rely on them. Hey, you guys go ahead now. You do the thing, whatever you want, right? So that I came up with what I learned from school about Taoism is no rules to rule by no rules. Isn't it funny? But with that really is a one way that about Taoism is rule by no rules. So let it be natural. They will do things that they are themselves. So later on, about 20 years ago, I visited the factory of Harris Corporation in New York, Rochester, New York. So I took our guests to the production line and met those assemblers. At that time, I learned about the term QA circle. So the QA circle, actually what that means was they have in case anything happens, they will get the engineer, contact the engineer right away and try to solve the problem. Also during, they have a weekly meeting that they will discuss on the issue or have any improvements. So it's that make me think, believe that, realize it is a kind of a closed loop process, right? That to get things done, right? We learn about electronics, about the closed loop circuit, and then say that constant feedback will really have things to improve. So that's something I learned. Well, 6 years ago, I got a new next door neighbor. He just showed up at the backyard. And I met him and greeted him and then chat. Oh, and I found that he came from the same school, right? That he studied nautical study. That they belong to the same department. He's about the same age as me. So, and then after met him a few times, I found he's a real great guy. Now he's work as a consultant, business consultant for a world-class logistics company in China. The guy is the mentor of the management trainee of that company, and also he restructured the whole business of the whole company over there. They become the world-class logistics company, and they're not even competing with the other world-class logistics company, but they form alliance with them, also with other major shipping lines. So after I had so many teas or drinks with the guy for a couple of years, there are a few points that I learned from him. Common sense. Management is common sense. The guy didn't go to have a PhD or whatever. What he learned is from his working experience, and a lot of them common sense to make decisions and to make plans based on common sense. So the guy also have a habit that going to talk to different managers or even the workers of the whole company. Just he spent a lot of time. So what does it benefit to him? This is really great because he could understand the operation of the whole company over there, and then he could formulate a business plan and restructure it and give the others good guidance what the future would be. Secondly, the other thing is that he told me that when he was a trainee, management trainee, he was being taught, he asked to do was do the planning for 5, 10, 20, 25 years. And with different options, right? What happened if there different scenario comes up? He got to make out a plan how to deal with that. So I couldn't do it. But really, I feel that, wow, there's something really great. So, one other thing is that he said, even he's in the senior management position, he could not decide, make orders. He just has the influence to the board of directors, present to them and make things going. So, well, I learned the word influence and understand how important it is. Well, do I have an extended time? I think I got 3 minutes.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So after that, 5 years ago, DDS hired me back to the company as a supervisor for repairs. But nobody knows what my role should be. You know, the director or the VP. You know, during the interview, they're not sure what I need to do. Well, the reason was the repair was really in bad shape. You know, they got complaints from customers. Right? Oh, we did it so lousy that time. You know, it was like crazy. Even the president got the complaints every day. So that's why they hired me back there, because the president thought, oh, Johnny, you were the guy. You know, that nothing. You at the time, nothing, no problem at all. So when I got back there, I found my typical And I said to myself, I shouldn't sit there. I went right back to the workshop, clean up my bench, and then grab some of the equipment and start repairing. During that, in that workshop, I chat with the other guys. That I try to understand what happened in the past and why I try to understand where the problem was. So then after a couple of weeks, then I start making changes, because I understand what's happening in the past, right? And then, well, things start growing. One thing that I think after I being a supervisor, I start build up the concepts and telling people what those concepts would be. The first thing, the first one I mentioned to them was, we got to concentrate on the quality, not quantity. It's so important that if we do things right, the workload will become less. Nobody realized it before. Nobody talked about that before. But I started that, and telling people and my team, that's something we need to strive for, and that really works. I'm very proud of it. So, also during the interview for my interview with the vice president and the director, I said to them, hey, I got to spend time talking to other people, right? That I think don't say I did nothing. Say you're wasting too much time talking to others. And I found this so important for me to talk to individuals, because it establishes my connection and I build up the trust. And whenever I need people to help me, I could find the person. That's something that I learned from my neighbor. Talk to the people, but that's my nature. I'm a social guy. I love talking to people. So also, I think I try to persuade others, say, a colleague, we need to be work as a team. The word I use the most would be, we are on the same boat. We can't let it down. If a lot of people, more junior engineer, they will say to me, oh, I have no position to make suggestion to the management or even to my manager. I say, no. Everybody have their influence that they can contribute. Any idea would be very welcome. They're very beneficial to the company. So if you want to see the company grow, say something and use the influence, right? It's not happen just in one day, and it might happen in a couple of years' time. So in conclusion, here's my summary about management in a few words. Make sure it's a common sense, better communication, teamwork, caring of your colleagues, creative thinking, and look at the things at a bigger picture. Don't do it yourself. Don't be a ramble. Fight with a team. Thank you very much for letting me have such a long speech.